Well, welcome back everybody. Timothy Little, aka That NES Fan, coming back at you today, and it's been a while, I must admit it. It's been a while since I've done a review. But today, hopefully you'll enjoy the one I'm going to do today for the Sega Game Gear, which even the Game Gear, it's been about a year and a half since I reviewed a Game Gear game. This is one I stumbled across the other day, thought you might find it interesting. Not necessarily like it, but find it interesting. Game called Spider-Man Return of the Sinister 6 for none other than well, actually, yeah, it was ported to the Master System and the NES, but other than those two, for the Sega Game Gear, and that's the one we're going to be taking a look at today. So let's see what we got here. Okay, still trying to really get used to the controls. I know how to jump. I've programmed the controller for that. I'm using a Logitech dual analog controller. Don't you love being a superhero? You just freaking, stoop down and punch them. Get down to their level. One punch, they self-destruct. Don't you love that? That's always my favorite part of being a superhero. Watching your enemy self-destruct after you hit them. I climb poles. That's pretty cool. Okay. I was reading on Wikipedia that this game really got criticized. Moderately criticized, I guess, for just not being, for not taking advantage of the Game Gear. Remember, the Game Gear, as you can clearly see, is I'm waving the mouse around to show you, but it's clearly a portable system. It's not a TV console. It's a portable, like a big Game Boy almost. Obviously, it came years before the Game Boy. Well, not too many years, a few years before the Game Boy. But, yeah, so, apparently the complaints were that it didn't quite take advantage of the graphics card that was on there and the processor and all that stuff. I like it, though. I like the way it looks. I don't really have a complaint about the appearance. The gameplay is a different story, I think. Specifically the controls, I should say. They're not the most ideal. I mean, like I say, stooping down to hit. I don't know how else to defeat the enemies. I played this. I don't know what the hell happened there. Stepped on some sort of, I don't know, little landmine or something. I don't know. Let's keep going. Again, though, the controls really don't do much. I mean, is this really the way you're supposed to go around and beat up enemies? I mean, I know how to spin webs a little bit. I was doing that earlier. See if I can figure out how to do it again. It says in the scene right before it said take on Electro. I would imagine that's a boss towards the end of the level. But, right now, I mean, that doesn't really matter. I'm just trying to get through the level, so I haven't gotten to Electro yet. Yeah, I think I'm getting closer. Let's see what we got coming up here. But came out in 1993, as I said earlier, for the Sega Master System, the NES. Those versions actually came out in 92. This version was out in 1993. Yeah, apparently you're not supposed to step on those. Like I say, average to slightly critical reviews of it. It's pretty average to me. I mean, I wouldn't really criticize it all that much in terms of the way it looks. Its appearance isn't all that bad. The stupid, annoying music though I could probably take a pass on that. But yeah, I mean, pretty basic I think for the time. Certainly not a Sonic caliber game or anything like that, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, if you really like Spider-Man, I guess go ahead and check it out. I'd probably be inclined to give it I don't know, what should I go ahead and give this game? I don't know, maybe a 2.5 out of 5. It's nothing particularly special. I mean, I'm just kind of cruising along right here. The enemies pretty much all look the same. It's kind of dumb. And, the way you have to kill them is just stoop down. And I don't know any superhero that stoops down to the enemy's level and hits them. I don't understand that. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense. And apparently I just beat that level. Okay. Yeah, there's too many things that don't make sense. And maybe if I played it longer, they would. But again, nothing particularly worth criticizing. Nothing that makes me really angry about this. But it's not the first game that I would play. By no means is it the first game that I would say that I would pick up. That I'd say, hey, why don't we play Spider-Man on the Sega Game Gear? Yeah, that's just a party waiting to happen. I wouldn't do that, but I certainly wouldn't go that far. Not unless I had a couple of drinks in me, then I might. But no, I would say I would go ahead and give this game a solid 2.5 or 3. If you like Spider-Man and you're a huge Sega fan, go ahead, try it out. Oh shit. Yeah. Yeah, other than that, guys, I don't see anything particularly special about it. Been playing a little bit of Spider-Man on PS1, and I was impressed with that. I was playing, I forget what the name of it. I think it was just the original Spider-Man on PS, because they had a few on PlayStation 1. And yeah, so this one isn't anything too impressive, but it's also not. I've seen far worse. I've seen games that are barely playable. This one's playable once you kind of get the controls down. I don't understand some of the controls, but I'm sure if I advanced and I played it a little bit more, I'd understand a little more. So we'll give it, I think I'm leaning a 3 out of 5 on this one. So go ahead, check it out if you're a Spider-Man fan, and especially if you love the Game Gear. So I thought you guys might like that interview, or not interview, that review of Spider-Man Return of the Sinister 6. And you can also get it on NES. Go to the ROM sites, get it on coolrom. I think it's .net. I'll put the link in the description, whatever it is, or .com. Go download it. You can get it for, like I say, for the Master System, the NES, or this console I just reviewed it on, the Sega Game Gear. That'll be all, guys. That NES fan signing off for now. Probably be doing another review here sometime tonight, but take care.